So, let's talk Clippers. A lot of times people ask me, David, what kind of clippers do you use? What kind of tools would you recommend? I believe totally it's up to a person. Everybody's different. I've met a barber who surprised me and he said he never used detachable blades and his fades are on point. And other barbers, they use detachable blades and their fades are on point. So honestly, at this point, I do believe it's up to every individual. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what I use and what I like. The way this video is gonna differ from the previous videos is instead of going over a lot of clippers, I'm gonna go in smaller chunks and tell you the strength and the weaknesses of each clipper. So first one up is Andy's cordless Envy LIs. So I really like this clipper. The only disadvantage is a lot of times, especially if I'm busy, this clipper will not last me the whole day, so I do have to recharge it. But other than that, it's a real good clipper. Now what I did with this clipper is I do not use it for fading with guards. I use it as my bowling clipper because the guards that come for these clippers, I don't necessarily like them and I don't use them. So I put all the guards away and I took the screws, these screws right here, loosened them up, and I brought the blade as close as possible. We call it in the barber world a zero gapping. So I've created myself a bowling clipper. And this is what I use these clippers for mainly, is when I do a bold fade, I use these to take out that line, where it goes from skin and you fade in further and further. And I also use this clipper a lot when I do my clipper over comb fades, because the best way to blend the bottom fade with the top, especially when you got long hair, when you're doing comb overs, when you're doing flat tops, is clipper over comb technique, which is priceless. If you don't know how to do it, find somebody who does, talk to them, because this will save you a lot of time and it'll bring your haircuts to a whole new level. Of course, in the future, I'll probably be doing a few tutorials or actually show you how I use it, so you kind of mimic it and get it yourself. And when it comes to clipper over combs, I've tried different mini combs, and honestly, the best combs today on the market are JRL. So I've tried Andy's plastic ones. They seem too fat, and when you're dealing especially with kids' hair, finer hair, it's hard to grasp the hair. But theirs is made, I don't know, it seems like maybe carbon fiber, or it's kind of metallic, but at the same time it's more plastic. But they don't break easy. I've had this comb probably for about a year. Not a year, I'm lying. Half a year, but quite a bit. And as you can see, all the teeth are still intact. When it comes to plastic combs, they always break. All the other barbers that I've seen their combs, they have to replace them at least every 2-3 months, or they're cutting with broken combs. So my advice, pick yourself up one nice JRL comb and you will never regret it. Probably the best combs for clip over comb in the business. Now, next up is my Magic Clip cordless detailers. And once again, every barber is different. In my barber shop, most barbers, they say this is the best clipper ever. They swear it's the best for fading. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of the Magic Clip cordless. And probably because I got the Sterlings first and I really gotten used to them, I really liked them. So when they were out of commission, I got these to kind of try out, but I never really grew fond of them. So what I did was I took a bowling blade from and I put it on my Sterlings, and I zero gapped them. So surgical blade, my apologies. So now this is my bowling clipper, and I use this one, to begin my bolt fades. So instead of putting a line to where to cut the bolt fade, how usually most barbers do it, by using detailers or any other trimmer. They'll put a line in and then bolt up to that line. What I do now is I take these clippers and right away I do my bolting with these. After that, go over with an electrical razor to give that nice, skin fade. So these are only my bolting clippers. Very nice clippers. The cool thing is the charger is exactly the same for wall and sterling, so you can use them interchangeably. But not a bad clipper. I just preference. So if you want to use it for fading, go ahead by all means. One good thing that I did hear about this clipper is if you buy it, it comes with these guards. And these are probably the best guards right now for wall, and they're pretty pricey. So if you get these clippers, you save some money, get some nice guards, and if you probably start using these first, you'll probably fall in love with them, and you'll be like, hey, this is the greatest clipper. Now, last but not least, a sterling. This is what I love for fading, and this is my fading clipper. And this is what I use. They're very comfortable. I like how they work. I did the same thing, kind of adjusted the blade, brought it as close as I could. But this is what I use after I take out the bolt line, or if I'm fading anywhere between, let's say, a half guard up to like 2, 3, 4. This is my fading clipper, and I love it. So pretty much when we're talking about clippers, right now I went over 3 different clippers that I use, that I kind of use in a combination to create my fades. If you're just cutting your brother's hair, if you're just doing one haircut once in a while, you don't need all 3. All you do is you need either this clipper, or this clipper. They all come with guards, and they all come with adjustable lever, and you can do a fade or you can do a cut just with one of them. But however, if you're trying to become a better barber, if you're trying to be more versatile, I would definitely probably recommend working with different clippers. Of course, after mastering at least one first, then you just kind of spread out, and you will feel in your hands, you will feel in the motion which clippers you utilize for best results you want. So once again, this is my lineup. David, and I wanted to, David, the Fadologist, and this is what I want to share today.